Though arcades are all but dead in the US, the scene is still thriving in Japan. The arcade version of Virtua Fighter 5 was not released in the US, but it's currently the biggest game in Japan. Sega allowed us the rare chance to film it at Club Sega Arcade in Akihabara, Tokyo, home of one of the most vibrant Virtua Fighter 5 scenes in this city of almost 13 million people. We also got the chance to interview one of the arcade's managers, Shinichiro Nagamine, to learn all about the way the Japanese arcade-goers play Virtua Fighter 5, and we got to try out the new technology that makes the game exciting. Club Sega Akihabara is the destination for Virtua Fighter fans. Akihabara is the electronics district of Tokyo. It's extremely popular for anime and video game fans, with tons of different shops. The Club Sega Arcade is about a block away from the busy Akihabara station, so it's extremely easy to get to. The arcade's entire bottom floor is taken up with Virtua Fighter 5 machines. 43 screens are available for play. There's a single one-player unit, 42 are devoted to versus play. Unlike in the US, each fighter gets a separate unit, so 21 versus fights can take place at one time. Friday night, when we filmed, is one of the busiest times for Virtua Fighter 5. Saturday, all day, is also a big time for Virtua Fighter 5 at Club Sega. According to Nagamine, about 400 gamers play VF5 at Club Sega on weekdays. Around 600 show up for weekend matches. The arcade counts the number of players every hour. Every month, the arcade holds an internal tournament among its players. The arcade version of Virtua Fighter 5 is capable of supporting 64-player tournaments. So to get a slot, gamers have to wait in line. On the day of a tournament, Club Sega staff starts taking applications at 10 a.m., and the battles begin at 2 p.m. It takes until about 5 p.m. before a champion emerges. The arcade also has a VF.TV setup, basically a big flat panel display that plays replays of high-ranked Virtua Fighter 5 matches from all around Japan. If you're not in the mood to fight, you can watch these battles and maybe learn something about tactics. This system is one of the ways in which the game's developer, AM2, is striving to elevate VF5 to the level of a competitive sport. Very famous players come to this arcade to do battle. When that happens, huge numbers of players will challenge the champions, but few do win. Most champions will last 20 to 30 matches before they get tired, bored, or hungry and bow out. Since I was at Club Sega, I decided to see what sets the arcade version apart from the home editions. First, I paid 500 yen, or a little over $4, on a Virtua Fighter 5 IC card, a credit card-sized memory card that allows you to store your custom player data. Each VF5 machine accepts these cards. They allow you to track your win and loss statistics and set the quote that appears on screen when you start a match against another player, as well as saving your customized character. Before you can customize your character, you have to put the card in an arcade unit and fight. You select a character and play. This forms the basis of the data you'll be working with. One play costs 100 yen, or about 84 cents at today's exchange rates. Once you select a character, you can head to the VF Terminal machine, which allows you to edit your character's data. Gamers familiar with the PlayStation 3 version of the game will recognize these options. You can set your appearance based on what items you've earned while fighting against other players, and edit all the other data we talked about. A session on the VF Terminal machine will set you back another 100 yen. Club Sega only had one VF Terminal machine, and it wasn't very busy. We're assuming the hardcore players already set up all their data. Some functions of the VF Terminal machine can also be accessed via cell phone, using the VF.net service. As you've already probably heard, Japanese cell phones rock the face of US cell phones.